Que onda? Thanks for watching Doing Life with Jenny. If you are new here, I just quit my job as a Spanish teacher in the US and I've moved to the state of Hidalgo in Mexico. And this is my friend Julieta, the boxer. If you're just now joining me, I've been building a house in Mexico for a long time now, but there's been a land dispute, which is why we've had to pause construction. Well, today I have a little update for you. We are finally making some progress. Maybe a month ago, maybe not quite that. I've lost track of time at this point. But maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago, the lawyer told me to send him the footage of the man on my property. And then just last week, and then just 1 or 2 weeks ago, he asked me for the man's phone number, the man who says that the back 4 meters of my property is also his property. But fast forward to today, my lawyer called me, knowing I'm in Mexico now, asking to meet with him and the gentleman that we'll call him Bob, Roberto. Now the part that's been confusing me about this before we head over to my house and property is that the lawyer keeps saying we'll come to an agreement with this gentleman. I don't know legal stuff around Mexico, and I do trust this lawyer. He's not trying to do anything shady. But I don't understand why we're not seeing that there's proof first of whose land it really is. I already have my proof. I have the documents showing I purchased that land, like they survey the land here just like they do in the US. There's a little map of my city that has like all of the plots of land by neighborhood, and the map corresponds with what I was told when I bought the land and started building the house. Roberto has stated that he also has his documents showing the land is his, but like nobody has officially looked at them or verified that they're real documents. So I'm not sure why we're trying to come to a compromise instead of just going the legal route saying, oh, yep, Jenny's right, or no, Roberto's right. Or maybe worst or best case scenario, we're both right. And then at that moment, we would have to reach a compromise. Like if somebody way back when like accidentally overlapped the plots of land, okay, big boo-boo. But then, okay, yeah, we could say like, hey, I'll give you this much to buy part of it or something of that nature. So I just don't know why we're doing things the order in which we're doing them. But I'm assuming there is a reason. I'll try to ask about that today. And I imagine the reason is it will just simply save time and money, which I'm all about, even if it means I lose a bit of my land. So we'll head that way shortly and then I'll give you an update. We're taking Ruthie to see her new house in Mexico. It's not finished yet, but we're gonna show her what we have so far. Hey, I'm at my house now. I'm meeting my lawyer here. Okay, I just got back from seeing the lawyer and dealing with the land dispute issue, and Julieta is joining us. Hi, baby girl. Basically, no update. It was It was Roberto's idea for each of us to bring an architect today and meet at 10 o'clock to resolve this. Hi. Now guess who didn't show up? I showed up. My lawyer's team showed up. My architect showed up. But this man nor his architect showed up. So it's just looking more and more suspicious every day because back when this first went down, he said he would send me a copy of his documents. Guess what I never got? Guess what he still hasn't brought to anybody? And also my architect confirmed that I was right today. So Saturday, I'm supposed to go back and the guy is actually supposed to show up this time. So we will see. I have my doubts, but we will see. So last time we touched base, we were waiting for Roberto to show up with his copy of his deed and show up with his architect so that his architect could measure and compare it to what my architect said, so that it wasn't like, oh, well, Jenny paid for this architect to say he's right, or Roberto paid for his architect to say he's right, so that it was like fair and even. Except for Roberto never showed up. Eventually he did take a picture of his deed and send it to the lawyer. And then I got word last night that I'm supposed to meet with the lawyer this afternoon, or what they consider afternoon, we call evening, at 5 p.m. I'm heading that way, and of course I'll take you along for the ride to see what happens. They do have news for me. I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't even care at this point. I just want my house to be finished, even if it means losing my back bedroom. Finally, a few days later, Roberto sends the lawyer's office a text message with his paperwork. He took the picture in such a way that you cannot see anybody's name on the document, nor do the street names correspond with the property. In all fairness, one of the roads did not exist when he bought the property. But the other streets that have existed for a long time are not the right street names on his paperwork. So long story short, this man has wasted my time, has wasted his energy, thinking that he was going to get me to give up part of my land or get me to buy all of his land. No. This gringa is not tolerating your stupidity, Roberto. So since he has refused to come forward with real paperwork, we've had to start the court process so that the judge can force him to appear with his documents. Originally, I thought that's what we were going to do from the beginning, but as I explained earlier in the video, we were trying to avoid that route because it is a lengthy process. And I'm already behind schedule by a lot. So I'm here measuring for my closet because the lawyer called and I can start building again. Roberto still hasn't come forth with his paperwork, but the architect verified for a second time that this land belongs to me. They said just avoid putting the back barda, which is the perimeter wall, but the construction for the house itself is fine. It's supposed to take about 2 more months to build, so I'm gonna say more like 3 or 4. But I'm so thankful because inflation has gone crazy. Everything is so expensive now, and the value of the dollar has gone down a lot too, and I think it's only going to continue going down. So it's only better for me to finish building now because the dollar might drop to less than 15 pesos or down to 10 pesos. At the moment, it's been hovering around 17. Goes any lower, I can't afford this project. I'm paying cash for this house. But thanks for following me on this update. If you'd like to see more content about me building my house in Mexico and living here, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Adios.